no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Five to shoot. Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Thompson outside. Here's Irving. Back to Thompson. Irving up top. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Now, here's Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. Strus setting the screen for Garland. Lets the three fly. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And Richard talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Mobley with it, picked up by Thompson. Pass to Strus. Over Irving. And it's Strus missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Launches it. Thompson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here is Irving. Pass to Davis. Irving looking over the floor. The screen from Thompson. On the wing, Thompson.
That is good defense there by Garland. His teammates really feed off of him when he is aggressive on this end of the floor.
His three-pointers off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
On the wing, Mitchell. Knocks it loose. To the wing on the left. Mobley finds Garland. Kept alive. Jacks up a three. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Williams in for Irving. Then for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Dinwiddie passes to Lively. The three from Davis. Hits the three-point bomb.
It's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Shot's good by Mitchell.
This is what makes Mitchell such a tough cover. Skilled at sticking it right off the dribble.
Pass to Marshall. Right side, Williams. Outside for Davis. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. In the corner, it's Hunter. There's the 3. Traps in the tray.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Outside, Davis. Lively the pass to Davis. Williams, a screen on Mobley. Davis kicks to Williams. Back to Davis. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Christie. He's out there with Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Exum. And it's Marshall in at the 4 spot. Now here's Irving. Over in the corner, Marshall. Clock at 4. Lively the pass to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now here's Marshall. Still yet to score. Lively finds Irving. Lively sends a screen for Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's so good at manipulating defenders, using the pick and roll to do so there.
Knocked away. Jerome passes to Hunter. Hunter with a screen on Christie. Pass to Jerome. And here is Mobley. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
That's just crazy to me. Guys like Evan Mobley that are 7-footers, they are entering into the league right now with a nice jump.
And Marshall kicks to Exum. Here's the screen. Here's Christie. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 11. Green in the high post.
Dallas foul. Christie.
A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. It's Thompson in for Dante Exum. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Garland's checked in. Now, here's Garland. The tray. And that one is good from Jerome.
3 points.
Jerome's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. Irving with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Okoro shot is off. And stolen by Mobley. Okoro passes to Mobley. Hunter, no one around him. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Washington finds Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for Dallas. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Hunter, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Christie the pass to Irving. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Pass to Christie. Out to Thompson. Fires from the wing. And Okoro pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 9. Mobley outside. The wide open look here for Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And on the way from Irving for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game to the left wing. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Thompson dishes to Irving. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 10.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Strus a screen on Thompson. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Second time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
29.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Garland. Lets it go from deep. And it's Max Strus with the 3. Strus has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork, got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Took him no time at all on that one. Strus has got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Back to Washington. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie. Getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
To the paint. Out to Thompson. Irving, a screen on Mitchell. Back to Irving. The 3. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. The 3 from Strus. And it's sent back by Irving. Outside, Davis. Thompson, left side. 3-pointer. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, kicks it out to Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Thompson. Stolen by Garland. For three, Mitchell tries to save it. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Washington kicks to Thompson. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Thompson. And then for Cleveland, Hunter's checked in for Mobley. Green comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside, Davis. From past the arc. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Irving's got 13.
As soon as Irving gets going, well, good luck trying to slow him. Looking flat out dominant right now.
For three, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. Mavericks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Okoro's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Okoro. It's good from long range. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Dinwiddie passes to Williams. The three from Davis. Bucket! Davis for 3.
Oh, the response. AD might be a quiet guy off the court, but on the floor, he is an absolute killer.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Dallas.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Marshall sets a screen for Dinwiddie. And it's Exum in the corner. Williams in the post. Working on Hunter. Here's Lively. Shot clock at 6. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now, here's Okoro. He's defended by Exum. Okoro with it. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Williams is out there with Exum, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell, and Lively pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 7. That's tipped. It's stolen by Strus. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Strus has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Cavs. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Dante Exum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. Thompson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Just under control. That's where Klay Thompson stays. That's where his lane is, and it's easy with the pull-up.
Mitchell passes to Garland. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen.
Into the Cavaliers. Number 4.
Here's Strus. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Thompson right side. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving kicks to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Hunter. And here's Strus for 3. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
This is just great textbook basketball. Mitchell supports the play and ends up being the guy finishing it.
A deep 3 from Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. Okoro setting the pick for Mitchell. Gafford with the steal. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Okoro. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Strus. Gafford with the steal. Outside Irving. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
When it counts, you want to get the ball to Klay Thompson where he can do something special with it.
Hunter against Davis. Hunter with a screen on Irving. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Irving against Mitchell. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Mitchell against Irving. The drive by Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Hunter sets a screen for Strus. Shoots over Washington. And it's Strus missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Over in the corner, Washington. Trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. The drive by Mobley. Pass to Strus. Mitchell a screen on Washington. To end the run. It's in! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now, here is Irving. Yes!
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Stolen by Washington. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. That was all right, David. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, we've got Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. The drive by Morant. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here's Irving. It's tipped. Gafford against Morant. Gafford grabs the miss. Washington finds Irving. Let's go with a 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
This is Thompson's pure shooting ability in action. He has the shot up in seconds.
Morant into the lane for 3. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
Jackson the screen for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Knocks it down from distance. Edey's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Bain. Puts it up from 12. Irving, no good. Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Morant. Payne with a screen on Gafford. And here's Morant outside. Davis with a rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Thompson outside. Sinks it from distance. Thompson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Pass to Edey. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4. Dallas has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Out to Thompson. 3-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
What you admire most about Kyrie is his creativity. He sees the floor so well and sets up his teammates effortlessly.
Morant with it. Now Thompson defending. Pass to Edey. Takes a 3. On target from range. 12 points for him.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford, and it's Marshall in for Anthony Davis. Now Washington beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Aldama outside. Pass to Pippen. to the paint. The jump hook. Clark, no good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Second team foul.
That free throw good from Irving.
And he's basically automatic from here, and that's not an accident. No doubt, Kyrie still puts in work at the line.
Exum's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie comes in for Klay Thompson.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Aldama. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he drops it first.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Kyrie Irving.
He's perfect from the line this time. Tipped away. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Dallas Mavericks. He's found it. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for Memphis, Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Pippen in at the one. Kennard for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Williams finds Dinwiddie, and Dallas hits again from deep.
Confident shot by Dinwiddie. No hesitation at all.
Kennard against Dinwiddie from the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Marshall with the bucket.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Here's Aldama. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Aldama's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to the wing. Exum passes to Marshall. Back to Exum. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Marshall can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 7. Pick by Aldama. There's Jackson with the 3. Lively grabs the miss. Dallas has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Outside, Williams. Down low. Pass to Lively. Exum outside. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Marshall. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Back to Exum. Pass to Marshall. Launches a 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Clark right side. Kicks it out to Kennard. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3. Kennard's got 9.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Williams into the lane. Dinwiddie passes to Lively. The kick out to Williams. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Jackson outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Dallas leading by 9. 50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. He buries it from 3.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Marshall.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Exum. Back to Marshall. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They need this. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Kennard's got 11 points in the quarter. There's a screen. Exum outside. Over to the left wing. The 3. And so we wrap up the first half. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got P.J. Washington, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Davis, and it's Gafford in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And here's Morant outside, fires in the triple. Morant's got 5 now.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
On the wing, Davis. Off target from 3-point range. Grizzlies trail by 10. On the wing, Bane. And it's Memphis with another.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Thompson outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Kicks it out to Bane. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete. And he is, without a doubt, one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Oh, got that one up quick.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Memphis.
Number 5, Vince Williams.
On the wing, Irving, hounded by Morant. Bane against Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Irving a screen on Bane. And here's Thompson for 3. They get it back. Gafford passes to Davis. Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. Here's Davis. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Jackson with it. Williams on the wing. Back to Jackson. Outside, Williams. Jackson outside. Lobs it up, and Davis with the block. Christie's checked in for Gafford. Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. The Mavericks lead by 5. Outside Irving. Pass to Christie. Back to Irving. Washington outside. Washington, a screen on Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Clark is checked in for Memphis.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Pass to Irving. Davis with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Davis misses.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Irving against Morant. The 3 from Washington. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Conchar. And another 3 for Memphis.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jackson outside. For the lead. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Christie, pounded by Morant. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Williams misses. Outside Irving. Left side Davis. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Dallas on top. They're up by 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. Here's Christie. No good with the triple. Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to Wells. Outside Bain to the right side. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's the pick. Here's Wells. There's the triple. Pure from 3-point range.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Thompson, a screen on Morant. Bain against Irving. To the inside. Thompson. Oh, Klay Thompson delivers.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside.
Jackson outside to take the lead. Good, and the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
That shot wide open.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Pass to Jackson. They set a pick. Inside. Here's Edey. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Now Washington. Oh, deflected and stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Checked by Washington. Kicks it out to Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Bain. Pass to Wells. Shots blocked. Irving against Morant. And that's good. Irving for three. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. With the drive, Washington right side.
2 minutes.
Thompson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. There's the three. Cleared away by Wells.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Morant. Morant with the close range bucket.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Lively. The three is up. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. And Dallas making a change here. Davis is checked in. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's Wells. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Thompson. Shot to stop the run. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Oh, you talk about a cool customer right there. Thompson doesn't care if it's the first or last shot of a game. He's never shy about putting it up.
Thompson against Bain. And it's good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
51 seconds left to play in the fourth. Irving with it. Guarded by Morant. Washington left side. There's Davis with the three.
And how about the defense from Jackson Jr.? Doing just about whatever he can to make shooters uncomfortable.
Here's Wells. And the three off target. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Here's Irving. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaren Jackson picks one up. He hits the first one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Kyrie Irving.
Both free throws good from Irving.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside for Morant. Back to Bain. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
To force OT. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset.
Basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish. With the ball and look to make each other better.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Wells. And it's Morant at the elbow. Pass to Bane. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edey. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. For 3, Mitchell. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult.
Oh! That is just nasty.
Out the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Mobley, a screen on Bane. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Jackson setting the pick here for Wells. Frames the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Mobley a screen. He takes it in, kicks it out to Mitchell. That one's off, still out of sync. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Strus. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Cleveland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Strength, athleticism, Donovan Mitchell in the paint, quite comfortable, folks.
Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And here's Strus for three. Edey with the rebound. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mobley wide open. No good on the three. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Allen outside. And here's Strus for three. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis leading by 12. Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Back to Jackson. Puts up a three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor for Memphis, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson, and it's small forward. Aldama can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Okoro dishes to Green. And here is Hunter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Pippen kicks to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. And here is Clark. Back to Kennard. Green with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. For the three. That one's good. And the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jerome.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Jackson a screen on Green. Kennard for three. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Jerome. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Conchar's checked in for Luke Kennard. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Conchar can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
Hunter, a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tipped away. Stolen by Okoro. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
A different look now for Cleveland. Oboy comes in for Allen. And it's Garland in for Green. And Memphis also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Hunter, no one around him. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's Williams with the drive. Offside Pippen. Aldama finds Pippen. From downtown, Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pippen with the steal. Conchar on the wing, guarded by Garland. Pippen outside. Pass to Conchar. Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. That bucket in no time at all. And now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Clark. Sharon Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to a point with the bucket for Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Edey. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Edey's got 7.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
Now Mobley. The wide open shot from Strus. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Edey can't hit. An opportunity here for them to take their first lead of the game.
And this is where you need to be aggressive and make it happen.
Here's Strus. Kicks it out to Garland. Mitchell outside. For the lead. Garland way outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Bane with it. He's picked up by Mobley. It's stolen by Strus. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
And stolen by Mobley. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Outside for Jackson. Stolen by Allen. Here's Mobley. Good on the triple. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Jackson, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
For 3, Mitchell. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
A kick out to Mobley. Morant against Garland. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
Morant against Garland. There's Jackson with the 3. A kick out to Bane. Morant outside. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Memphis. Strus passes to Garland. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Cleveland.
No shot is outside my range, or so Darius Garland believes.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Edey. Morant outside. Here's Jackson for 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Shoots a 3. Wells grabs the miss. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jackson comes in for Wells. Kennard, he's checked in for Bane. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Edey can't hit. Cavaliers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Over to the left wing. Back to Jackson. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 7, Santi Aldama.
And stolen by Hunter. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers ahead, leading by just. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Pippen is out there with Kennard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama with the 4. Here's Jerome. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Here's Aldama, covered by Hunter. 4 on the clock. Pippen for 3. Outside for Jackson. Here's Aldama. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Jerome, defended by Pippen. Jerome, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. Mobley kicks to Hunter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back to Aldama. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Kennard. Now, here's Clark. Here's Kennard. Back to Clark from the arc. That one doesn't drop. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Green, the pass to Mobley. Back to Green. Here's Okoro. Misses the 3. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. For the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. Max Strus comes in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Javonte Green. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Bain kicks to Jackson. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Jackson.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Bain. Covered by Hunter. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Garland. Offline with his 3.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Morant passes to Clark. Jackson dishes to Clark. Jackson a screen on Strus. Aldama. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Garland against Clark. Now Strus. Out to the right wing. Strus a screen on Bain. They could use a bucket. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Hunter for 3. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Memphis also making some changes. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Wells is subbed in for Santi Aldama. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A kick out to Bain. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wells' shot is good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
For 3, Mitchell. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Right wing. Here's Wells. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Garland, that's for 2. Good. Now just a 3-point Memphis lead. So a close game.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Daniel Gafford, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Washington in at the 3. Now here's Strus, just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Irving. Washington outside. Davis, the pass to Irving. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. Washington outside. Drops in the 3.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Strus's shot is off.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Garland for 3.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
And Strus drops them both. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Pass to Thompson. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Washington. Here's Gafford. Allen defending. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Five to shoot. Stolen by Strus. To the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Now here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Now here's Mitchell. Cleveland again missing. Irving with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Lively passes to Davis. Back to Lively. Pass to Thompson. Lively with a screen on Hunter. Washington outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Irving. Mobley grabs the board.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
From deep, Mitchell counted from distance. And that'll tie this game up.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Thompson, a screen on Garland. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And here they go. Outside for Mitchell. Three-pointer. And Cleveland another 3.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Irving for three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Hunter. This one for three. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got 8.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Hunter, good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Davis can't hit. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Mitchell. Thompson with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Garland finds Hunter. The fadeaway. The shot no good. Outside Irving. Here's the lob. Tipped. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Cavaliers. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Williams. Najee Marshall is out there with Dante Exum. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Green for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Dinwiddie passes to Marshall. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Marshall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Okoro, and that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Exum. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Okoro passes to Green. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Now here's Hunter. That three's off the mark. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gafford. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jerome. Back to Mobley. Now Hunter. Clock at 6. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going." The Circle City is behind us. And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Christie. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Exum. Here's the 3. Hunter with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Strus outside, and they'll keep possession. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Jerome. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Dallas. Kyrie Irving comes in for Exum. Mitchell finds Allen. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in all of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. Down low. Oh! A.D. An easy target on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's scoreless. He was all alone on that one. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
At least you need to honor Davis's three-point shot because he can make those.
Outside Mitchell. To halt the run, the kick to Hunter. Outside Strus. 6 to shoot. Back to Hunter. On the wing, Strus. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Thompson comes in for Dinwiddie. The Mavericks lead by 7. And here is Irving. Thompson, a screen on Garland. Pass to Christie. Outside for Irving. It's stolen by Garland. Here's Mitchell. He knocks it. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me. And
all right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
The second quarter. And get ready for the fan at court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Okoro is out there with Dean Wade, and it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Irving against Garland. Outside Davis. Washington inside. He's against Allen. Oh, bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Back to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Davis. From deep, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Okoro. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Gafford finds Thompson. Back to Gafford. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Nice read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
Wade, the pass to Garland. Thompson against Mitchell. Back to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triple.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. A different look for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. And Jerome subbed in for Mitchell. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Exum comes in for Anthony Davis. Pass to Jerome. Allen a screen. Lets the three fly. Jerome, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
To the left wing. Takes the 3. And Lively with a basket on the assist from Irving. Lively's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Who poked away. Exum with it. Guarded now by Okoro. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Back to Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A different look for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Allen. Strus comes in for Okoro. And Green is subbed in for Garland. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Christie comes in for Thompson. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Exum. And Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Here's Marshall. And he makes it on the layup. And it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Mobley finds Hunter. From deep. Mobley, no good. Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Lets it go. Out to the right wing. Marshall can't hit. For Cleveland, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jerome. Williams defending. Strus the pass to Jerome. Now here's Hunter. It's stolen by Lively. Pass to Christie. From outside the arc. Mobley grabs the board. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Davis is checked in. Cavaliers trail by 5. Mobley, left side. The 3 is up. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Lively with a screen on Strus. 11 seconds left in the 3rd. Clock at 6. Davis from long range. Davis showing his range.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
From deep, Mobley. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Mavericks. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. The Mavericks lead by 8. Now Irving. Out to Thompson. The 3 from Washington. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Corners can be a little suspect for Washington, but he puts a smooth stroke on it this time.
Mitchell finds Garland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Outside for Davis. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
Okoro is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Mavericks leading. Irving looking around. To the inside. Six on the shot clock. Fires for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Garland from downtown. And the 3-pointer goes.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Right wing. Irving against Mitchell. Irving pass to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Garland. Back to Irving. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Davis. Irving for 3. Buries it from 3. And the Mavericks lead by 8. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Out to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Mitchell. The 3 from Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Okoro passes to Garland. Gets the 3 ball to go. Garland's got 6 in the quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
There's a screen. Elbow shot. And that one's good. Thompson.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Okoro. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Right side, Irving. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Irving. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Thompson with it. Here's the 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mitchell against Thompson. Oh, Donovan Mitchell! He's got springs in those legs.
It's spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Irving finds Thompson. Back to Irving. All alone. He connects.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
From deep, Mitchell. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And Dallas with possession. They've led by as many as 11. Thompson passes to Irving.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Mitchell. They grab their own miss. Washington right side. Offline with a three. Here's Hunter. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. All right, Allie, thank you.
It's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Now Gafford following the miss by John Morant from deep. And it's Irving missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edey gets the bucket. And here are the Mavericks now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Here's Edey. He's guarded by Davis. Edey gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. After earning the #2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
The shot's good from Gafford.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Pass to Edey from outside the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Driving inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bane with it. Here's Edey. Cranes the three-pointer. Edey's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
You got to like how Kyrie just commits to his selection. Even the foul look, that's not going to slow him down.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Washington. Here's Kennard. Jackson kicks to Kennard. The 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Over in the corner, Marshall. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Now, here is Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. It's deflected and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Down low, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. Kennard for 3. Connects from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
He is in a zone right now. Every 3 he puts up seems to be going down.
And that one's good by Davis.
No, the response. AD might be a quiet guy off the court, but on the floor, he is an absolute killer.
And here's Kennard, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Takes a three, and it's Luke Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
They get it back to the wing right side. Thompson from long range. It's Clark with the rebound. Kennard on the wing. 12 points for him. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Irving for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
We've got Santi Aldama. Kennard is out there with Morant. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in at the three. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Santi Aldama. And Wells is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Pass to Wells. Morant right side. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Outside, Bane. Out to Morant. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Washington. Dinwiddie wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
Not a consistent three-point shooter, but Dinwiddie can get hot, so you can't just let him fire at will.
Here's Jackson. Bane sets the screen for Jackson. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Washington. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Edey. Fires for 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Edey's got 10 points in the game.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Now Exum. Now here's Gafford. Williams kicks to Exum. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Here's Washington. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved. But it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Conjar comes in for Bane. The Mavericks also with a sub. Christie, he's checked in for Dante Exum. Here's Edey. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Edey's got 5 points in the quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Memphis with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The alley-oop, that's tipped. All by himself. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Picked him clean. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Outside Williams. Three-pointer on the way. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 8. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Aldama passes to Pippen. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks trail by 5. Irving with it. 9 points in the game so far. And Lively now top of the key. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies, thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. P.J. Washington is out there with Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dallas shooting reasonably well, 45%. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Edey. A three-pointer, no good. And here are the Mavericks now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll. I can guard the post. I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Edey's got 14.
When you've got a small guy on you, you just have to take advantage of it. Nice, easy jumper for him.
Yep, that one goes in there.
There's such a great pace to Kyrie's game. That mid-range jumper, look, it's one of the best in the game.
Pass to Edey. Here's the 3. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Irving. And here is Washington. Irving passes to Davis. Three-pointer. They get it back. Gafford tries again. And he lays it up and in. 8 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Here's Edey. For three. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Irving finds Washington. Back to Irving. Poked away. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Marshall's checked in. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Marshall can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Wells. Luke Kennard comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Jackson trying to break free. Kennard's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The shot's good from Christie.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pippen kicks to Kennard. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got 15 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Sinks the three-pointer.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Exum with a low, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, and a big-time 3 to cut it to single digits.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. John Conchar out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Clark in at the center filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bain against Thompson.
And I love what Thompson provides at the defensive end. He is smart and tough.
Nails the wide open jump shot.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Off target with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Conchar on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Thompson inside the line. Money from the wing. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Want to see a perfect jumper? Just watch Klay Thompson.
Pass to Conchar. From deep. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Conchar's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving for 3. Carries it from three-point range.
Going right back at them. Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own.
Outside, Bane. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Aldama. Jacks up a 3. Conchar can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Thompson surveying the floor. The baseline J. No good on that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Morant.
Hey, yo, right here.
Morant against Irving. Davis has the open look. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And Wells is subbed in for Conchar. Irving from long range. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wells wide open. And the 3-ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Dallas, no good that time either. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And it's Morant missing. Mavericks trail by 8. Irving from long range. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
Here's Edey. On the 3 off target. Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Out to Thompson. Pass to Washington. Thompson misses.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Here's Edey. And it's off from 3-point range. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Pull from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Davis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Morant.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a big moment for Klay Thompson with the game up for grabs. He comes up huge. Pressure, what is that?
Fires for 3. A shot by Wells, no good.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Lively. It's stolen. Here's Wells. Good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good company. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge.
backcourts in this one, Stan. Cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position. Now here's Mitchell. The rebound by Edey.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
From deep, Payne. The rebound by Allen. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Edey for three. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep, Morant connects from downtown.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
It's stolen by Garland. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Payne against Mitchell. On the wing, Strus. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 3. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Edey. The three is up. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
19-footer. Poked loose. Here's Edey. He's got 5. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the Rookie of the Year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
Hunters checked in for Strus. Aldama. And another miss by Memphis.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And here's Hunter for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And this is why you must box out Allen, a strong player who can hurt you on the offensive glass.
And the basket by Aldama.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Out of bounds, it'll be Cleveland ball. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. Kennard comes in for Desmond Bane. And it's Pippen in for Morant. Cavaliers trail by 3. Allen finds Hunter. Okoro outside. Cleveland again missing. The Grizzlies have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And it's all from 3-point range. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And here's Hunter for 3. Memphis with a rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on an 18-7 run. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Cleveland. From deep. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Outside, Green. Here's Jerome. And that comes off the assist by Green. Fires away from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Jackson out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Edey. And it's Pippen in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edey for 3. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley finds Hunter. Here's Jerome. And here's Strus outside. Drills it from deep. Strus has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Shoots a fadeaway. Back to Jerome. Pass to Mobley. Clock at 6. Jerome, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Kennard for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
From deep, Mobley. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And they're running. And here's Strus outside. Hits the trifecta. Strus has got 6 points.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Edey. Over Strus. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Kennard outside. No good on the 3. Cavaliers trail by 7. Mobley finds Hunter. And here's Strus outside. Cleveland again missing. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. He drops it from range. He's got 9. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Cleveland. Mitchell's checked in for Okoro, and Garland is subbed in for Jerome. Jackson for 3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavs have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Cavaliers trail by 7. three-pointer. And Strus good for 3. Strus has got 9 points. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Up top, Bain. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Wells. Now here's Morant. 5 on the clock. 4-3. And again, it's Memphis missing. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Green comes in for Strus. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's Memphis with it. They've led by as much as 10. Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Bain. Rebounded by Green.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Memphis making a switch here. Clark's checked in. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 6. The Cavaliers trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Aldama. Rob!
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Mitchell. There's the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the point. And it falls all over the rim and in. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you.
Out left to the wing. Jackson with a screen on Allen. Edey for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And here's Strus outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bain. Let's go with a 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Mitchell. And there's the lob. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And making the game just look easy. Allen is a fantastic alley-oop target given his length and timing.
Edey for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Edey's got 6 here in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And here's Strus outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. Garland's got 8.
Anyone who questions Garland's deep range, run that film right back.
Here's Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's the triple. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Edey. The 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell finds Garland. Outside Strus. The 3 ball. Sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Konchar's checked in. Okoro is checked in for Cleveland. Jerome comes in for Darius Garland.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Hunter's checked in for the Cavs. Green comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Fires the 3. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Bane, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Allen finds Hunter. Shoots. Cleveland again missing. Aldama with it. Picked up by Allen. Konchar outside. Aldama left side. Off target from outside.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Clark grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a disappointing 38%. Bane, the pass to Aldama. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Aldama's got 9. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Allen. Pass to Okoro to end the run. No good on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And so it's... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
We've got Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Konchar in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Hunter for 3. Cranes the triple.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Here's Konchar. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Clark for 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mobley passes to Okoro. Garland for three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And right now, Garland is cooking. His teammates would be wise to keep feeding him.
Clark with the screen. Conchar, the pass to Morant. Then here's Clark. Conchar up top. Morant with it. Kennard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Over Hunter. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And there's something to be said about clock awareness. Jackson Jr. keeping an eye on it.
The three from Mitchell. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Kennard for three. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Garland, no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Misses the 3. Cavaliers trail by 12. Okoro outside. Conchar with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. He launches a 3. Got a piece of it. Fast break Cleveland. From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell streaking to the finish.
The fast break opportunity isn't wasted on Mitchell. His quickness, a big part of his success.
Morant with the bucket.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Kennard outside. Clark with a screen on Mobley. Kennard for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Okoro outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Conchar, good.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Zach Edey.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Mitchell. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Kennard for 3. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Jackson the screen. Kennard passes to Conchar. From the arc. Mobley grabs the board. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Here's Kennard. No good. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.